Dear student, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you everybody? I hope you are all fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine, Alhamdulillah. Today, I am going to take an online class for the student of class 7, subject Islam and Moral Education, chapter 3, lesson 7, topic Surah Al-Qarya. I am MD Abdul Salam, senior teacher, Isqari School and College, Patna. Dear student, do you know, in this surah, Almighty Allah has described the different situation of Qiyamah. Surah Al-Qarya. Our today's topic, Surah Al-Qarya. Now, learning outcome. After this lesson, student will know the identity of Surah Al-Qarya, will be able to explain the ayat of this surah, will know the different situation of Qiyamah and be cautious in this modern life about them. Now the identity of Surah Al-Qarya. The name of this surah, Al-Qarya. Al-Qarya means hard striker. Qiyamah or doom will strike the earth violently, so it is called Qarya. The number of ayat of it is 11. This is the 101st surah of the Holy Quran. This surah was revealed in Makkah, that is why it is a Makki surah. In this surah, different situations of Qiyamah are described. That is why this surah has been named Al-Qarya or Dooms. Now the historical background. When the people were engaged in mutual conflict and clash, looting and sinful acts in the then era, this surah was revealed in order to remind them of the destruction of Qiyamah and the assessment of Hashur and the drastic punishment of the hell. Now the recitation of Surah Al-Qarya.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم القارعة ما القارعة وما أدراك ما القارعة يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية وأما من خفت موازينه فأمه هاوية وما أدراك ما هي نار حامية.
Now the translation of Surah Al-Qarya. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Al-Qaryatu mal-Qarya. The striking hour. What is the striking hour? وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْقَارِيَةُ. Do you know what the striking hour is? يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث. It is a day whereon mankind will be like moth scattered about. وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش. And the mountain will be like clean wool. فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية. Then as for him whose balance of good deeds will be heavy, he will live a pleasant life in paradise. وأما من خفت موازينه فأمه هاوية. But as for him whose balance of good deeds will be light, he will have his home in Habiya, that means pit or hell. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا هِيَهْ نَارٌ حَامِيَةٌ. Do you know what is it? It is a hot blazing fire. Now the summary of explanation of Surah Al-Qarya. In the Surah Al-Qarya, Allah has mentioned two things. In the first 5 verses, Allah has described about the doomsday. With the start of dooms or Qiyamah day, Allah will destroy the whole earth. That is why He has used the word Al-Qarya or the dooms. He has given a short description of the Qiyamah. On that day, nothing on the earth will remain. The huge mountain on the earth will be floating like clean feather. Human being will be scattered like the insect. The sky, the land, seas, rivers, forest, all will be destroyed. Only Allah will remain on that day. Excepting Him, everything will be destroyed. In the last 6 verses of the second part of this surah, Allah has described the result of the deeds of human being on this earth. On the day of judgment, all mankind will be judged by their deeds. The deeds and misdeeds of human being will be measured on the scale. The man who has done good deeds on the earth will have his or her scale heavy with virtue. He or she will gain the ever peaceful haven. He or she will live happily there. On the other hand, he or she who will have the scale light with his or her virtue, their scale will be heavier with their sin. They will be thrown into the hell. The hell called Habiya will be their dwelling. Habiya is a very terrible place. There is floating fire, flaming fire. The sinner will suffer severe punishment therein. Now, the learning points. 1. Both life and this world are short-lived. 2. Allah will destroy the whole world and His creation with a hard strike. 3. The mankind will be judged for their deeds and sin. 4. The virtuous man will live in the ever peaceful haven. 5. And the sinner will dwell in the hell, which is a place of severe punishment. We will learn this surah by heart with its meaning. As we learn from this surah, always do good deeds. We will refrain ourselves from sin and unlawful deeds. Now the important word meaning. Al-Qarya, hard striker. Yawm, day. Al-Farash, insect. Al-Jibal, mountain. Al-Mabthus, claim. Aisha, life, livelihood. Radiya, satisfactory. Hawiya, deep hole. It's a name of a hay. Nar, fire. Hamiya, hot, lit up, blessing. Now the homework. Explain the different situation of Qiyamah in the light of Surah Al-Qarya. Allah Hafiz.